Two children appeared from the woods, confused, frightened, and green. Their skin was tinted a silky green hue. They wore strange clothes made from unknown fabric, and they didn't speak a word anyone could understand. When they were finally able to speak, the story they told was even more disturbing. This is not a legend. This is not a fairy tale. It was written down as fact by respected historians of the time, and to this day, no one knows where the green children of Woolpit came from. You're watching Smith Farm Shenanigans, where science, mystery, and the unexplained collide. Hit subscribe if you want to go deeper into the world's strangest stories that are proven and true. Our story takes place in the 12th century, during the reign of King Stephen of England. In the quiet farming village of Woolpit, Suffolk, two well-respected chroniclers, Ralph of Coggleshall and William Newburgh, recorded a truly bizarre event, and what they describe would puzzle historians for the next 800 years. It was harvest season. Local farmers were working near their wolf pits, deep animal traps that gave Woolpit its name, when they saw something unexpected. Two young children emerged from the nearby forest, a boy and a girl. They looked human, but their skin was green. They wore odd clothes made from a material that no one recognized, and they spoke a language no one had ever heard. They cried and they clung to each other, and they refused all food for the next several days, until finally someone gave them raw green beans. The children were taken in by a landowner named Sir Richard de Calne. But shortly after, tragedy struck. The boy became sick and died, but the girl survived. Over time, her green hue began to fade. She learned to eat normally, and eventually she learned to speak English. Once she could speak, the girl told her story. She claimed they were from a place called St. Martin's Land, where the sun never shone. Instead, she said, it was always twilight. Everything around them was green, the trees, the sky, even the people. She said their world was underground, separated from ours by a large river. One day, she and her brother followed the distant sound of bells through a cave and emerged into bright daylight. That was the last time she ever saw her homeland. Some believe the tale is just folklore, a fable with symbolic meaning, but why would two respected chroniclers document it as fact? Others think they were Flemish refugees. Wars in nearby areas had killed entire families. The children may have fled, gotten lost, and suffered from malnutrition, giving them a greenish hue. Their language may have been an unfamiliar Flemish dialect. Then there's the theory that gets weirder. Some people believe the children weren't from Earth at all. Strange language, green skin, sudden appearance and disappearance. It reads like a modern alien abduction story. A more fringe theory? That they came from an underground civilization, a world inside our world. Cultures around the globe have myths of inner Earth beings. Could this be a real account? And finally, time travel. Could they have slipped through a natural rift or portal between times or dimensions? The girl eventually integrated into English society. Some reports say she was baptized and later married a man from King's Lynn. But her story never changed. Her green-skinned childhood, the twilight world, the tunnels, the bells. She insisted it was all real. Was it a simple case of orphaned children and starvation? Or is there something more to the green children of Woolpit, something history cannot explain? Drop your theories in the comments. Have you ever heard of any other real cases of green-skinned people or mysterious disappearances like this? And if you thought this story blew your mind, wait until you hear about the man who arrived at an airport with a passport from a country that does not exist. Thanks for watching Smith Farm Shenanigans, where mystery meets reality. Subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss our next bizarre case file.